Feedback. Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton.
And I am Thabiti Mpinga.
Inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
A positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
And take us along with you. Feedback. Feedback. Absolutely take us along with you. Oh, this is a good Monday morning, June 30th. It rained this morning, but that's okay. Flowers and grass and trees all need water. My name is Theo Broughton, co-founder of Hood Research, and my co-host.
Yes, Mark Cummings, folks. It's going to be a great show.
Absolutely. I want to say happy Monday to a young lady I met yesterday, Glenda. Happy Monday, Glenda. And happy Monday to Barbara, who is watching us, and to Ron and Carl, to Katrina, and all of you out there who take time to participate with Hood Research. You want to say hey to some folks?
I'm down here reaching down and stuff. Folks, you know the bunch. Just want to say thank you to everybody watching this morning. I'm telling you, I'm excited this morning, but just want to say hello to the Howard crew. You know who you are. Frank Sorrell, the businessman. Bill Hill, the comedian. And, of course, Jeff Tony, the chef. And my bestest, Smooth Eric Scott, the barber. They all checking in, watching the show this morning. They want to see what's happening. We got people making things happen on Feedback, people.
Right. And our guest this morning.
Yes, indeed. We got it. See, we about business down here, Feedback. That's why I tell everybody I run into. If you know somebody making things happen, holler at us. We'll have them on the show. I met this brother at a Father's Day celebration over at Great Ebenezer on Finkel. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, it was a great, great day. And, brother, we got Demetrius Sandridge, Strictly Healing Transportation.
Yes, sir.
And I'm telling you, folks, this man's transportation service, it gets it done. So, as Miss Broughton, the question she always asks, what's the question, Miss Broughton?
Who is Demetrius
Sandridge?
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me on your show this morning. My name is Demetrius Sandridge, and I am an entrepreneur, author, and many other things. But today we're on for the transportation.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
Okay. Tell us about the transportation service. I understand that the council of the city of Detroit have just approved a change, whereas with the paratransit person who needed the service, they would have to be prepared and call for a pickup between 2 hours before their destination, 2 hours after their destination. In other words, if they had to be somewhere at noon, they had to be ready to be picked up at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's
and
unacceptable.
It was a scenic route around the city.
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
Yes.
Yeah, what we do, we pre-arrange trips. We schedule the client based on their schedule. So if they have to be at an appointment at 12 o'clock, normally we'll pick them up at 11:30, depending on the distance. And so, and not only do we pick them up and drop them off, we wait for them until they get done with their appointment. We don't go all over the city trying to get more clients. We stay right there on the premise and wait for them to come out. Our motto is, we will wait on our clients. We will never have our clients wait on us.
Wow.
And you know, when we met, and I just like to say, this gentleman got an award. I think Tim, do we have that queued up, that picture of him on the stage over at Great Ebenezer? Yeah, you don't have that one? But nonetheless, we do have the video for Strictly Healing Transportation. So let's run that video, folks, so we can see how they do business. Strictly Healing, folks. Yes, sir. I'm excited about this here.
Yeah.
Get a little sound in there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Oh, all
we
right.
get to talk over.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then, well, talk to us here.
Well,
This
so
is the
this,
location.
this is our location. This is Tisha. She's our executive assistant, and what we do basically, we get out of our vehicles. We make sure that the client is taken care of. This is one of our clients that we transport, and she's kind of telling us how her experience was with us.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is Rick. He's the operational director. And this is Deborah, office manager and driver. So this is basically is the office in Novi, 41695 Grand River in Novi, Michigan. And
That's
as you
you
can
right
see,
there.
that's me. Letting the client, roll himself into our vans, and this is our fleet, which is steadily growing.
Good.
And we're doing pretty good out in Novi, and we could do better if we can get some more clients, more good clients. This is one of the she's does our data entry. That's Jasmine, and that's Tisha.
Okay, that's a good thing. Now, I know when we were speaking, you were saying, like, if you got into a car accident, you guys could be there on the spot. Like if somebody wasn't injured, and you could take them back home.
Yeah, we can do that. But normally, all of our clients come through what's called case management.
Okay.
And the case managers will facilitate all of the transportation, all of the logistics, getting them from point A to point B for their recovery.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
All right. So you said most of the time insurance will cover that.
Most of the time.
Through the auto insurance.
98% they will cover an auto accident. It's through the PIP part of the auto insurance,
Okay.
personal protection,
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's a good thing.
personal injury protection. PIP.
Right.
So, folks,
So-
this is a name to remember here.
Right.
Because, I mean, we got a guy that's always on Miss Broughton, Brother James Ford, and his organization. Matter of fact, we just sat down a few weeks ago, didn't we, with the chief of police,
Yeah.
Chief Medicine, to discuss, people running red lights and these accidents and the like. So we got to get you two together because, they go hand in hand. Safety. And then once you do get in an accident, you got to know who to call.
Absolutely.
Right.
And a lot of people don't know that their PIP part of the insurance cover their recovery, their their medical transportation to get them to their therapy, doctor's appointments. Also, it's let me see. The stat says that it's like 300,000 accidents per year in Michigan alone.
Wow.
In Michigan.
Yes, ma'am. 300,000.
Good Lord.
That is amazing.
And most accidents happen on Sunday.
Really?
Sunday.
Yeah.
Seemed like that would be the lowest.
Yeah, on Sunday.
Lord. Oh, wow. Now, let's get back to if there is an accident and one person say that the driver has to be taken to the hospital, but the other passenger in the vehicle can be serviced by your company. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Okay, now, what insurance, would the driver's insurance cover the passenger, or does the passenger have to have, I don't know, some kind of insurance?
It all depends on the circumstances. It all depends on who's at fault, and if they have coverage for non-motorist insurance and things like that. So you have to really look at your policy and probably revisit your policy and update it to make sure that you get lifetime coverage. I know a lot of these insurance companies pop up saying they can save you money, but you save money on the front end. But if you have a claim,
Oh, my goodness.
if you have a claim,
Then they don't know you.
Right, yeah, they don't know you. They ghost, right?
Right.
And so you want to make sure that your coverage is in place now,
Mm.
because 9 times out of 10 you will have an accident or you will know somebody that will, because 300,000 accidents per year in Michigan, that's a lot.
Lord. Yes, it is. Are the majority of them in the city of Detroit?
Wayne County, yes.
Wayne County, okay. Now you said that when you drive your customers to their destination, you wait for them. What is the limit to wait for them?
There's no limit.
Really?
There's no limit.
So are you saying that if a customer of yours had to go to the barber shop or to the beauty shop, you'd wait for them to be serviced?
Absolutely.
Oh.
We have a client out in Whitmore Lake that we take to lunch every Wednesday.
Yeah.
We stay out there, and it's in Whitmore Lake, and we're in Novi, and so.
Wow.
And he's in a wheelchair.
Wow. And he goes to lunch and he's, I don't know, there for a couple hours or something.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter. We're here for service. This is
see.
our company, and I built this company on service.
Right.
I could care less about how many butts we get in the seat, excuse my French or whatever. It's all about serving people.
Wow.
And that's how I started this company, is serving people.
Oh, okay.
And you know, we also spoke, and you said you covered the general transportation, because I know we got a lot of seniors in the homes.
Yes, ma'am.
And they got to get around. And, you know, it's very few services out there, especially owned by a black person, that can get them moving around.
A good black company.
Yes. This guy here, big time family guy.
Wow.
But we'll talk about that later. But it's just the fact that, what do they have to do? Do they have to sign up in advance? Or how does that work?
It's always good to prearrange a trip.
Mhm.
That's always good. But we will take trips within an hour. You know, we got cars available.
Okay.
We got a driver available. And if we don't have a driver available, guess who gets in the car?
Mhm.
I'm going to take care of it.
Now, does Medicare cover that?
No, it'll be out of pocket.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't bill Medicare.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I mean, it just is. Whoa. We rarely hear about good service, but this is a wonderful announcement, revelation. Okay,
Yes, indeed.
right here.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes,
ma'am.
indeed. And you know, once we working on getting a new website put up. Once we get that, we can make sure we get information for Strictly Healing, and that's what it's all about. Because it's about getting healed.
Absolutely.
Right.
And it's holistic. You know.
Yes.
Our mission basically is to create an atmosphere for total healing for the mind, body, soul, and spirit, not just for our drivers, not just for our staff, but for our clients also. So it's all holistic, you know, and I wanted to make sure that when you get into our vehicles, you feel that energy, you feel that love, you feel that compassion. Because a lot the people that have been in these accidents, they are in bad shape.
Mm-hmm.
And they need care. They need people to love on them. You know, sometimes we're the only people that they see in weeks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Now give us the contact information.
Sure. The office number is 248-476-4317. That's 248-476-4317. And the address for the location is 41695 Grand River in the city of Novi, Michigan. And if you want to email us, you can email us at mytrips@strictlyhealing.com. mytrips@strictlyhealing.com.
Okay, now we need those three things. Telephone number, address, and email again.
Okay, not a problem. Telephone number 248-476-4317. The email is mytrips with an S @strictlyhealing.com. That's the email. And the physical address is 41695 Grand River, Novi, Michigan.
Oh, okay. Now, you had mentioned earlier that you're an author tell us about your publication.
Sure. The book that I wrote a few years ago, it's called Breaking the Chains of Poverty, The Secret to Having a Wealthy, Healthy, and Wholesome Life. And it's in all the stores, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million. It's in Walmart. Obviously, it's on Amazon, so you can get it there. We do have it in ebook version for your Kindle.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's a book that kind of really help individuals understand that poverty has nothing to do with your zip code, right? It's all about this up here, your thinking. The Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. And so our thought life kind of builds our physical life, how we think, how we go about life. And so I wanted to show individuals, because I started from nothing. My mom worked for a multi-millionaire as his nanny for his children, maid for his home, and he hired me as his personal chauffeur. I was driving a limousine at the age of 19 years old, and he was paying me $50,000 a year.
Wow. Okay.
You say what? That's what I said.
At 19.
Yes,
At
yes,
19.
ma'am.
Did you hear that?
Now I take it that you learned some life lessons.
at
I learned a whole lot, Mark. I did.
Oh.
So I learned, number one, you got to be around people to understand how money really works. Because at that age, I had no clue. I went through that money like water.
Uh-oh.
I was spending money. I thought I was Big Papa, right? I was buying everybody jewelry. I was sending them on trips, blah, blah, blah,
Lord.
And when I looked up, I didn't have nothing to show for it.
Oh.
And so I went from rags to riches and from riches back to rags.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, okay. Now,
And so that's how that book came about.
How old were you when you went from riches back to rags?
Probably around 30 years old.
Oh my God! You made $50,000 from 19 to 30.
I'm sure he made more.
Oh.
He went along.
per year.
Well, I'm just saying.
It was eye opener for me to have that type of money and not really invest it the right way, or surround myself around the people that could actually educate me on how to handle that type of money.
Right.
Yeah. You know what? I'm looking at it's funny, Miss Broden, because I flipped to a chapter here that to me sound like it might sum up a lot there, Mr. Sanders. The neighborhood supermarket mentality versus the world stock market mentality.
Absolutely.
Now, this is chapter 12 of the book here.
Okay.
Explain that to us.
So basically, this supermarket mentality, it's about consuming, right? It's about, just getting your stuff, shopping, spending all the money you can or whatever you want to spend it on, and not really understanding that you need to invest, you need to save, you need to kind of surround yourself around people that kind of help you grow the money opposed to consuming the money. And so it's that supermarket mentality and not really thinking outside the box. I need to do something else with this. I don't need to buy that. I can survive.
Tim, we got somebody at the door. Yes, indeed.
Whoa.
Well, I just like to say, this man, did you bring that award in?
I did not.
What?
I'll tell you when I was there that Father's Day.
Uh-huh.
Now, you were a member of Great Ebenezer at one time, right?
No. I just visiting. And,
You were just
yeah,
visiting?
Yeah. So, well, kind of, sort of. My wife is the site pastor there.
Oh, okay.
And so I kind of fellowship with her whenever, she's doing things. But
that's
I'm a musician too.
Oh,
So I
okay.
play for a church, and so that's where I am on
Now,
Sunday.
which church do you play for?
So I'm over at Bethel Baptist in Roseville.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What instrument?
Organ and keyboard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I just like to say, the gentleman had his family on the stage, and they almost filled the entire stage.
What?
And they were talking about how you and your family have meant so much to that church and the community over there.
Yeah.
And I think that's the main thing we talk about. Now, the business, were some of those people family members that were in the video?
Yes.
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 Explain to me the importance of the family piece?
So family is huge. It's the foundation of everything. When God created the heavens and the earth, the first thing that He established was the family, not the church, but the family. And a lot of people get that mixed up. They want to really focus on church stuff, but the church is a result of what came from the family. And so if we can get the family tight and build that foundation, then everything else kind of flows.
I love it. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Well, just want to say this has been a wonderful, wonderful time with this gentleman here doing good work in the community, Mr. Broughton. And get a quick call in. Somebody out there want to ask a question of Mr. Sandridge or want to say, how do I, because I know it's a lot of elderly citizens in Detroit, and they want to know, how can I get a service that I can depend on with people that's going to be courteous, okay, and covered with a smile. So call on in to the show, 313-868-0351. That's my favorite number. Use that one. That one's available. And call on in and got any questions for me. Mr. Ford, if you out there, you need to call this brother because y'all two need to hook up because, as I was saying earlier, Mr. Ford been dealing with these red light problems and people running red lights in the city. And, we had so many car accidents. It seems like every time you turn on the news, somebody in a car accident. So it's been really rough. So, but you will be there, Johnny, on the spot.
Absolutely. we got wonderful staff. My assistant director is in with us in the studio here.
Oh, okay, and, great.
She handles all of the day-to-day stuff, the details. I mean, when we put this thing together, we try to cover all the bases to make sure that the client, it's all about the client, man, and that customer service piece is huge for us.
Well, we're going to have to get her up here on the bottom of the hour, Ms. Broughton, and let you handle both of these folks because they got this business rolling, people. And how long you guys been around, by the way?
I started the company in 2009.
Okay.
And kind of built it from there. We had one vehicle at the time, obviously, and I was the driver. I was the mechanic. I was the car washer. I was the guy that filled up the car. So I did it all. I started from, when I say started from the ground, I started from the ground. The car that we use only could do runs in the daytime because the headlights wouldn't stay on. And so I had to do runs in the daytime. The windshield wipers was half working. I couldn't work when it was raining. So I started from the ground with one car and kind of built this thing to where it's at right now.
Well, that's a perfect segue. Introduce, because on the bottom of the hour we're gonna have now what's her title?
She's my executive assistant.
Your executive assistant she gonna be sitting in my chair, folks, and Miss Broughton gonna handle these folks and let them know and let you know. Strictly Healing is going to be your choice for transportation in the city. Because it's not just elderly people as well.
Absolutely. I've got some people as young as 9, 10 years old, 14 years. Yeah, they've been involved in accidents. And so they need therapy and get to their doctor's appointment too. So it doesn't really matter the age. Yeah, clients. Yeah.
You got to tune in for this show. So, folks, I want to let you know only 2% of black businesses have more than one employee. This man been around 15 years, 16 years. Got 4 or 5 employees I saw in the video getting things done, got cars all over the place, so I know he need drivers. I mean.
Good drivers.
That
can pass a drug test.
Folks. This is rare. So, Tim, take us to the break. On the bottom of the hour, we're going to have the executive assistant. What's her name again?
Tisha Johnson. She needs a drum roll because she runs that office, Mark.
Yes, boom, boom. To the break, Tim.
Pardon?
Feedback.
We want you to refresh your orange juice, your coffee, and call someone. Tell them about the wonderful information that we're sharing this morning as we do all of the Monday mornings. And we'll be back momentarily.
I'm James Ford, founder of the Obama Weekend, and a partner of the Hood Research Team, composed of the knowledgeable Theo Broden, the super analyst Henry, and the colorful Al Martin. This team discusses politics, seen and not seen, at the national, state, and local level. But to enhance the goals of this team, join or donate to Hood Research by visiting Twitter or Facebook, or visit hoodresearch.org, or call 248-234-2371. You can also join Hood Research on Phonecast every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time by calling 978-990-5000, access code 338729. Thank you very much.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
All right, everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2...
In a few seconds, you gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist, a little turn, ta-da! It's showtime! It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Wallman.
Wally Wallman here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the chew germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broden,
And I am Thabiti Mpinga,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback. All right. As I always say, you can always take us along with you. We have a guest that has now joined us. That's Atisha Johnson, right?
Yes.
Thank you for being here with us this morning. And we've been talking about some very interesting and exciting news about service. You know, there are just too many people who don't want to give service. They don't understand the benefit of that. And your company has been around a long time now, and people are getting to know more and more about it, and we want to let them know more and more about it as well. What has been, well, first of all, let me ask you, who is Tisha Johnson?
I am Tisha Marie Johnson, born and raised in Detroit, Cass Tech graduate. A lot of experience, work-wise, and I think I'm able to bring all of that together to enhance what Mr. Sanders has built in Strictly Healing. And so I'm excited to be a part of the team.
Oh, good. Now, with the company, what has been, I guess, the most important and exciting part about it for you?
Well, number one, it's a Black company, and
yes.
You don't see success often after a certain point, and he has passed that mark, and I think it's getting better. And though we have challenges, he's able to face them. What I love about Demetrius is when you think about a person of integrity and a servant, that is truly who he is. He's a jovial individual. You cannot be down around him because he's going to turn that frown into a smile. So it's just great working with him and being able to help him fulfill the vision that he has for his business. And another thing, I've worked in a lot of different sectors, and usually management isn't for the people. They're for the bottom line. Of course, we want to make a profit, but he's also concerned about his people, and that you don't find that often. So I'm honored to be a part of that.
All right. Now,
I'll pay you later for that
one. Now, Demetrius Savage.
Yes, ma'am.
In your dealings with not just clients but other businesses, do you find that other businesses, business owners, we're talking about Black business at this time, are supportive, helpful? Do they have a way of working with you?
Absolutely. The businesses and the companies that we kind of partner with, they kind of mirror our expectations and how we handle business. And so I think when you carry yourself a certain way, you attract that to you. And so how I respond and how I navigate business, it gravitates and it kind of pulls those type of businesses to me. People will notice right away, I'm not for no riffraff. I don't play when it comes to business. And that's how I am. That's how I am with my life. And that's how I've always been. And so those are the people that are attracted to me.
There is a company called the Thursday Luncheon Group. Have you heard of it?
I have not.
It's a organization of business owners, African American business owners, and they will meet on the first Thursday of each month. If the time of year, where the weather is prohibitive around here, they will have a Zoom call, but they still want to meet and talk, brainstorm, etc. on the first Thursday of each month. And I'm going to share the information with you, and the president happens to be Gerald Davis at this time, so that there may be a way, to collaborate there. And the fact that you shared earlier that you do motivational speaking, tell us about that.
It's pretty much surrounded around the book, Breaking the Chains of Poverty. I want to try to help as many people as I can to understand that life doesn't have to be this dreary, in the dumps type life. You can have what you want. You can be what you want. And that's kind of the angle with my motivational speaking. It's always about uplifting people to who they were created to be, and so I kind of go in like that.
Now, when you have your speaking engagement, do you speak to adults only, or do you speak to middle schools, or students, or high schools?
It's a range of people, churches, schools, organizations, sporting teams. I speak wherever I'm invited. You know, I will open my mouth and I will speak, and so it's whoever. You know, it doesn't matter what the age group is. I love speaking. I love making sure that people hear not just my voice, but hear their voice.
Mm-hmm. And I ask about the age because our young children are not, I don't know, they're not cared for. They're not engaged. And they need to definitely be motivated. And many of them nowadays aren't even talking about getting a job when it comes to teenagers. You know, school is out this summer. Isn't there something that you can do? You know, ask the store owners in your neighborhood, can I pick up the trash around your building or cut your grass or something? You know, it just seems to me that their minds are not being touched or tapped to let them know what is important in life. When you get out of high school, are you prepared? I attended a academic curriculum meeting this past Thursday for DPS, and I didn't find out until maybe a year or two ago that cursive has been canceled. I said, you all got to be kidding. See, my children are all grown, so I, had what?
Right.
I had to ask that again. Do you have school-age K-12 children?
Me personally? My youngest is 17.
Okay, so still in school. At the school where she's attending, I'm sorry. Do they teach cursive? Do you
Absolutely
know?
not. No.
No.
My son didn't even know what it was.
Did you have children?
No, I don't. But I heard that.
Yeah. Listen, I gotta say this. Last Thursday at the meeting, I brought this up. I have been so angry about this since I found out. And the superintendent, mind you, who, by the way, works for the Board of Education, board members, had the nerve to say that the United States of America cancel cursive. I said, what? That was a lie. Now, I don't know who told him that it had been canceled, but it's a lie. They had something called co-curriculum, and English, math, and science was a part of that. But it just seems to me that cursive is a part of English. You should sign your driver's license. You should sign any taxes. You have to send in taxes. If you want a passport, passports need to be signed. And I'm thinking, what kind of rock are these people living under? But anyway, what did you do about it when you found out?
I just had to roll with it. It was nothing I could really say or do. It didn't sit well with me, but it is what it is. And when I mentioned it to my son, he was like, he thought it was a foreign language.
That's what they think. Yes. Oh Lord. So did you have to take it upon yourself or your wife to teach? Yes.
Well, she does most of that type of stuff in the home, so that's her pretty much role. She's an educator. She works for the DPS system. She did at some point. We owned a child daycare, and so we sold that and got done with that, and so she went back into the DPS system. So she's an educator.
Oh man. Well, anyway, I'm just telling everybody that I come across about that. is unreal. It just is unreal. And I have thought, as I continue to think about this, it is a way to restrict black folks, black children who are going to become adults, to undermine their education and make it more difficult for them to get to a point where they can make $50,000. Oh, Lord have mercy, a year. But it is weird. So please help me tell people that is not true. The federal government did not cancel cursive. But with the co-curriculum, it made it possible for states to cancel it if they wanted to. At this time, we have 26 states who do have it. I guess they finally realized how dumb it was. But Detroit has the largest black population in the United States of America. And the organization that I co-founded in 1992 is currently getting the message out to everybody we can. You ask those questions. If you have grandchildren, you have nieces, nephews, ask them.
Oh, it looked like we got a call, Miss Broden.
Oh, okay.
Y'all got them riled up out there. See what we got here. Okay. Folks, I'm telling you, this is live.
Yes, it is. Happy Monday.
Feedback this morning.
Hello. Good morning to everybody. Mark.
Speak up, please. Speak up.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me now?
Speak a little louder into your phone.
Can you hear me?
Put your phone on speaker. See if that helps.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Hello. I hope I'm just calling in at the right time. I just wanted to mention something about the Obama weekend, if it's appropriate now. Do I have that? Okay. Hello?
Go ahead. Keep talking.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. This is James Ford. I just wanted to see if it's okay to mention something about the Obama Festival, and I'm looking for some help. I won't be on but a few seconds. Is that okay?
Go. Yes, continue.
Okay. Yeah, well, the stage is set for the 2025 Obama Weekend Festival, August 1, 2, 3, at Dabbles on Grand River and the Boulevard. We all cried when we lost the state fair, but you have a chance now. Everybody in the city has a chance now to have your own state fair. You have a chance to have what you want. You can stop complaining. You can give me a call at 586-918-3061, 586-918-3061. You can voice your opinion as to what you would like at the state fair. You got some, not at the state fair, but at the festival, and voice your opinion, what you want, what we need, what you think the children need. We meet every Thursday over at Dabbles at 7 o'clock. Every Thursday at Dabbles at 7 o'clock p.m. And you can come and sit in on our meetings and talk about whatever. We need volunteers. We need somebody, a couple of people to just donate some time to run the bounce house. It can be 2 hours. It could be 8 hours.
Mr. Ford, Mr. Ford, I just wanted to say we got a gentleman on. That's why I want you to check in. We got Demetrius Sanders. He got a business here called Strictly Healing. And what they do is they do transportation for people that have been in car accidents. So I wanted you to ask him a few questions because your organization is dealing with people running red lights. So this is the perfect synergy here. Talk to him real quick because we run out of time.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to ask you, sir, what is the rate of which you are, after people have been hit or maimed or whatever, how much are you seeing of this in the city of Detroit? Just say weekly. What do you see? Just say weekly or monthly.
I don't think I fully understand your question.
I think he asked about accidents.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
tell about 300,000 a year.
As far as what's going on. The level of the activity that's going on with people being hit and you being transporting people that's been hit in car accidents. What is the level of that?
Oh, Wayne County is the highest by far.
By far. And
yeah.
You actually see people been hit by cars. You have to pick them up and do whatever you have to do. But what percentage are children? Are there any children involved in this?
Yeah, it's children. Sometimes it's infants. Sometimes it's fetuses. And you know, a mother being pregnant. It's a lot of that.
So you actually see this. I mean, you firsthand witness. Well, I tell you what, it's something that I just tell you that we need to just get involved in. And I mean, this is an excellent opportunity for the listeners to understand how drastic this is in the community, and to come out and try to support our rally that we're going to have along with Hood Research.
No doubt.
Other
We're going to put y'all two together, Mr. Ford. So
gotcha.
Definitely look for, I'm going to give you his number so you can get in touch with him.
God bless you.
All right, Mr. Ford. Appreciate the love, brother.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I better hurry up, Miss Brown, because we got 14 minutes. Folks, everybody who comes on the show, Affirmation. This book here, 366 Days of American History, we ask your birth date, and then we find out what happened on your birthday. Mm-hmm. The connection. So we're going to start here with the ladies first.
April 19th.
April 19th.
You're the day after me.
Yes, indeed. How about that? April 19th, folks. 419. I like that. Yes, indeed. Indeed. All right. Let me hurry up here. Ooh, who we got here? Max Robinson, on your birthday in 1978, became the first African-American network news anchor. How about that? You got that, folks? Max Robinson, first network anchor on her birthday. Let's see who else we got here. Enoch Edward Jones, 1922, National Baptist Convention of America president, was born in Biloxi, Mississippi. 1972, Frederick E. Davidson, U.S. Army Major General, became the first African-American to lead an Army division when he became the commander of the 8th Infantry Division in Germany.
Wow.
On her birthday.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Sanders.
Powerful leaders. Powerful.
January 9th. 1919.
Early in the year. Let's make it quick so we can get back to letting everybody know how to get in touch with you and get this ball rolling. Oh, my goodness. On your birthday, brother. Oh, Brother Sanders' birthday. 1914. Phi Beta Sigma fraternity was founded at Howard University. How about that on your birthday? Earl Graves, 1935, the publisher of Black Enterprise. That's the segue right there. Publisher of Black Enterprise was born on this man's birthday. He a businessman extraordinaire. I'm going to let you folks finish it out for this segment. We got 12 minutes.
All right. Now, Tisha Johnson, what does a person have to make sure they have when they call? Do they talk to you, or is there someone else they speak with to set up service?
Well, they can call our office, and myself, or we have another young lady that works with us, can take the information. Okay. We'll give them a quote for the transportation need and take it from there.
Okay. So what kind of information do they have to have? You know, if they call you, you know, they may, well, hold on, I have to get this, I have to get that.
We want to know who they are. So we'll take their demographics, where they live, what kind of transportation they're in need of. We will ask them the destinations, because we need to know what the mileage looks like, where we're taking them to, where we're taking them back from. And then we'll ask them in terms of who's going to pay for it. Because, of course, we're in it to make money as well, but we need to know who's going to pay for it. We do some private pay, but if they've been involved in an accident, we can bill their insurance usually. So it's a case by case.
Okay, so tell me, how many different types of transportation service do you provide?
Well, we have a range of services that we provide. So People who've been in an accident, who need to go to therapy, doctor's appointments. We also do things like airport runs. We've transported children to school. So it just whatever the transportation need is. If we have drivers available, if we are able to take them, we do that.
Oh, okay. So for children getting back and forth to school, wait a minute. Now you don't wait all day for that, though, do you?
No, we don't.
Oh, okay. I was saying that's a long from 8 to 3. You know, like ooh.
No, we have a system that helps us map out what the drivers will do each day.
Yeah. Okay. So, absolutely.
So they can reach us at 248-476-4317, 248-476-4317.
Okay. Now, email?
Yes, they can email us at mytrips@strictlyhealing.com. So mytrips@strictlyhealing.com. strictlyhealing.com.
All right. That's good. I have enjoyed the information this morning because we can share it with others. We're on YouTube, so even after today, if you had some people or groups or whatever you wanted to watch the interview, they'll be able to do that. And it's just heartwarming to know that there are Black businesses with owners and workers and supporters who really care. And I want to thank you for being here with us this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
And,
thank you for having us.
Oh, certainly. And we need to do this from time to time to let people know to reach out to more people. And we also do a conference call every Saturday. And the conference call is from 3 p.m. to 6. And you don't have to stay on from 3 p.m. to 6. They only punish me like that. But anyway, anytime that fits. Okay. Anytime that fits into your schedule, anywhere between 3 p.m. and 6, you can come on and you can share the information, with the listeners who call in.
Yes, ma'am.
And
I would love to do that.
Sure. And so I tell people, when we start our programs, we generally want people to know that they need to have pen and paper handy, because we share as much information as we can gather, and also encourage our guests to do the same, so that they can refer back to the notes from this show. And I didn't touch on the fact that you're a musician. Do you have time to participate in any bands, outside of your transportation business?
Right now I'm playing at the church, and that keeps me pretty busy. I don't want to do too much outside of that because of all of my other obligations. So,
well, I personally think that the speaking engagements are going to be very beneficial for the people in our community, and I'll be calling on that as well.
That'd be great.
Yeah. So once again, the telephone number in particular, we want to share with people. If they have a need, they can call for your service. And the services include children, you were saying, Tisha, children to go back and forth to school.
School or doctor's appointments. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We have a variety.
And then you have private transportation, and then you have the accident service for people to go to hospital, doctor's appointments too, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now the telephone number for service is
248-476-4317. 248-476-4317.
All right.
And the email is mytrips@strictlyhealing.com.
I appreciate that. And at the end of the program, I will say to people, it's not necessary for you to know everything. What is necessary is for you to know how to find what you need when you need it. And we are really appreciative that Mark Cummings has found your business, Strictly Healing, and that you have been able with your executive assistant to come and share that information with us so that we can let everyone that we touch be aware that your service is available and that you are sincere about service to people within our community.
Yes, Tim going to let us talk all the way up to 10 o'clock to the top of the hour today.
Okay, all right.
I think we feeling this show, folks, because we about business now.
Right.
This book here, Breaking the Chains of Poverty, I'm going to tell you, folks, I know it's somebody out there that needs this word right here. So what we going to do is join Hood Research, and you get a copy of this. We can do this. Can we do this, Mr.
How many copies?
We just want to give away these two you gave to.
Okay, all right.
We're going to give these to people who join Hood Research. We're going to give you guys the membership pack, and you're going to be a part of an organization that's got almost 1,000 members. We're getting things done out there in the city. We've been around 33 years. And this is what it's all about, Mr. Brody, bringing these people together. So just want to thank you again, Mr. Sandridge. Telling you, I wish you'd have brought that award in because it was a really nice award, Miss Brody.
You gotta see that.
Thank you.
That family was huge.
Wow.
So you've been doing a lot with a big family for a long time. I know that ain't easy.
No, it ain't.
So we just want to commend you for that. And you got 3 minutes. What you want to say before we get to the top of the hour to the listeners?
First of all, I want to say thank you to my executive assistant. Without her, Strictly Healing would not be where it's at. And I want to just give her kudos and accolades. She has really turned our business around. When I first brought her into the business, I thought she would probably drive a little bit. But when I saw the talent, when I saw her acumen for business and her just her personality, I said, no, you need to be in the office. I need you here with me in the office. And so thank you, Tisha, for being who you are and what you bring to the table with Strictly Healing. You are amazing.
Thank you, boss.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all I want to say. It's all about the people that I surround myself around and my clients. I could care less about Demetrius. It's all about the people that I empower and to make their lives better. So.
Did you tell about the Saturday call, Miss Brody?
Yes, I was telling him about that, and he is interested in being on with us on Saturday. He doesn't have to stay for 3 hours. I was telling him that too.
We used to waiting.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but to be a guest on with us, that would be good to share that information. Yes. We also have in-person meetings, and we're planning one now for July. I think probably maybe the second, third Saturday of the month. So we'll let you know about that as well. Mm-hmm.
And the Barton McFarland.
Oh yeah, that's well, I'm president of a neighborhood block level association, and that does have boundaries from Hubble, or I guess from Greenfield to Roselawn, and from Plymouth to Tyerman. However, Hood Research is citywide, countywide, statewide, countrywide. We have people from all walks of life who are members of our organization. So, and the I guess the point is to encourage and invite people to work together, not to be afraid to work together, not to be afraid to suggest other ways of reaching out. And at this time, one of the things we're focusing on, besides cursive writing, is knowing that we've been told that the city of Detroit has a registered number of voters upwards of 400,000 people. However, we may get 10 or 15% of that who actually vote. You don't even have to leave your home. Don't even have to get out of bed to cast your ballot, because we have the city clerk who will mail the ballot to your home. You fill it out, give it to the mailman, and it goes back to the clerk.
And you can get back in bed, right?
Exactly. Yeah, be there, turn over, you know. So we're trying to get that message out to let people know that that process of voting can increase the turnout. And when we get the turnout increase, you can have a more influence, not just in the city where you live, but in the state. So that's one of the other projects that we're working on.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so asking people to make sure that they join the state Democratic Party. They think if they're voting every time, they're just a member of everything, but you need to register with the state of Michigan. And I guess the concern is that civics needs to be shared in the community as well. But when I think about motivational speaking, then as you do that with groups, you're reaching individual people who can then hopefully think, oh, hey, man, I need to get involved in voting. I need to get involved in my neighborhood, know my neighbors. I need to get involved in calling my family together. And if they can't actually come out in person to, a meeting or Saturday breakfast or something, then get them on the phone. Today, I think 99% of the people have a phone that they carry wherever they go, kitchen, basement, bathroom even, They have to be careful not to get it wet, but, but the access of the ability to talk to and contact your loved ones, your family members, is important. You need to do that. So anyway, I guess I'll get on my soapbox and tell you thanks again for coming. And we look forward to talking with you on the talk show.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having us.
Mm-hmm. So for those out there, just think about this. Renew, refresh your orange juice, your coffee, or get a glass of water. That's important with that kind of heat we have, not to get dehydrated. Call somebody. Tell them about the wonderful information that you've heard this morning and the wonderful information that can be shared with your friends, co-workers, and others. And we'll be back after this.
WGPR Detroit HD2.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
All right, everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, you gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn, ta-da! It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Wallman.
Woody Woodland here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chin and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the...
Chew!
That's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
I've always been a runner, but I've never run from anything, and neither has my city.
Do you want to be a Detroit police officer?
Sir, yes, sir! Amen!
It's something special to protect the people closest to you, the ones you've known all your life, your neighbors, your friends. I was born in this city, and I'm not going anywhere. This is my home. That's why I wear the shield.
This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman. I am here to address all of your complaints and concerns. If you need assistance regarding city services, please contact my office at 313-224-6000 or contact us via email at ombudsman@detroitmi.gov. This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am the BDM Pinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback.
Segment, folks.
And that was wonderful after that rain early this morning. I thought it was going to go on and on, but I'm glad it stopped.
Exactly.
And we had a wonderful time.
I'm telling you. I'm just excited. I mean, folks, Demetrius Sanders, executive assistant. That's what it's all about, business that feel like family. You might not have all the employees family members, but they become family because they care about your business and they want you to win. And that's really what this is all about, folks. We want to win. We want you to win. That's why we have on guests that do good business. And you know what? I'm going to do something special because Mr. Sanders left us a couple of the books here. He said, hey, I got a couple of books. Give to the listeners and the people that come on feedback and the people that join her research. But I'm telling you, first person join her research today not only going to get a copy of Breaking the Chains of Poverty, because we got to break these chains, folks. Ms. Broughton, we got a lot of work to do because we in a battle with a president that, he want to cut Medicaid, he want to cut Pell Grants. All the things that we need the government to do for us. Because that's why you have a government.
That's why you pay taxes.
Right. I'm not paying my taxes for them to give them to the rich folks.
Exactly.
They ain't got enough money. So that's how you buttress businesses. That's why you got Small Business Administration. These are things that help, You used to have set-aside programs where the government would help minority businesses and the like. They cut a lot of that out. So it ain't easy now trying to be a minority business. It's a battle. So if you know you need services, look for somebody that you can trust. And that's the main thing. We got all these guys on TV, lawyers and everybody else, and they make millions of dollars and they got lots of commercials. But sometimes they drop the ball. But they've been around a long time, Ms. Broughton, and they got complacent, and you ain't going to get that personal service that you need.
Right.
But you get with somebody a little smaller, they know they got to get you. They got to get you taken care of. because they want you to tell a friend, tell a family member about it. Word of mouth is the key. So you know who to call. You get in an accident, you're an elderly citizen, you need transportation, your kids need transportation, call Strictly Healing, folks.
Strictly Healing.
I'm excited about this. It wasn't no coincidence that I met this gentleman on Father's Day of all things. And we had, the funny thing about it, I had invited Gary Hunter down because he was in the pulpit that day.
Oh, my.
Lord have mercy. And I'm telling you, Mr. Hunter was he was giving it to him too. But he was talking a lot about family. And when they gave that award to this gentleman, I was like, wow, look at that family. And it was a contingent of at least 15, 16 people up there on that stage.
Wow.
And you could see how important family is to Mr. Sandridge. And when he said he had a business, I said, I gotta go talk to this guy. Because I could tell this guy's serious. And I'm telling you, I'm so glad I did. And definitely, we got to get this website going, Ms. Bro. And because we got to put these type of people out there and expose them. And I forgot, did we mention to ask if they had a website? And okay, they said they're going to be working on some things. And I didn't ask them if they had a Facebook page. They do have a Facebook page, folks. All right. There it is. See, now we can put that on our page. So what we going to do is we going to get to the Facebook page, put the Strictly Healing information on the Hood Research Facebook page, and let everybody know that they with us. And that's the main thing.
Right.
Ms. Broughton, what's on your mind? They trying to pass this crazy, big, beautiful bill.
Oh, please. You know, there have been 2 Republicans who are against it.
Right.
And they weren't afraid to come out and say that they are against it. I thought, maybe there's hope after all.
Yeah,
we need to have 4 Republicans go along with the Democrats. All of the Democrats so far that I've heard are against it.
Right.
And I think they need 4 Republicans. And that will upset you know who. But I think it's a wonderful thing for him to be upset. He needs to know that he's not a dictator. He's not a king. And the Supreme Court needs to realize that as well. Seeing as how they are in for life, not prison life. But anyway, the Supreme Court is appointed for life.
Yes, they lifetime
so
appointments.
Whatever happens, they can respond according to the law, according to the Constitution, rather than reporting according to him. You know, we are just witnessing some of the strangest actions that they're the strangest actions that people are just responding to as if it's okay. It's not okay.
No, it ain't okay. Not okay at all.
And we need to let our representatives know. We can start with the council members. Let them know we don't like what the president is doing. Let the county elected officials know we don't like what the president is doing.
That's right.
And you all can also voice your opinion about these issues as well. And let our state representatives and our state senators know, you know, and let them know that they need to start voicing the opinions that the president is not supportive of this community.
Of any community, to be honest with you.
True. And he stated when he was running what he was going to do, and he's done it triple over time.
Well, the thing about it is, people that lie, they give you part of the story. So he said, I'm going to come after the immigrants that are criminals, right? Then he just came after everybody.
Yes.
He said, you know what, we just going to try to root out fraud and abuse. Then he shut down entire organizations of the government. You know?
I believe that because of his hatred, that he's going to want to get to the black community as well.
Well, that's really what this was all about, I think, Ms. Broden. I was listening to one of the shows. They had this white lady on who got a child that has cerebral palsy, and she was like, if they cut the Medicaid, her daughter wouldn't be able to get a plethora of services, and it would be devastating to her and her family. And what you realize is people have this ideal of Medicaid, and you could just conjure up ideas of single black mothers out there having babies and having to pay for them. They don't have any jobs. They don't have any money. So they couched this idea that Medicaid was black folk. You know, pretty much poor black folks that couldn't get any assistance. And then they started to realize, most of the money in Medicaid go to the senior citizens that's staying in these assisted living facilities. And they're like, oh my goodness. Miss Broden getting calls in the middle of the show. Everybody else wants to talk to her.
Hey.
But, yeah.
So most of it goes to the
it goes to the
rehab.
To the companies. Yeah. And you know what people don't realize, it doesn't go to you. This is gonna hurt business. Because this is taking money out of their pockets.
Right.
So I mean, you know, it's just like Section 8. They say, okay, we're gonna cut back on Section 8. Well, the money don't go to the people that live in it. It go to the landlords. So you have a landlord with 10 Section 8 tenants, and you lose all of them. Now you got to figure this out.
Right.
How am I gonna make up? Because you know you're overcharging the government anyway. You can charge them up to more than you would charge a regular person without government assistance.
Right.
So you already know what you gonna do now. Everybody think that, you know, the Republicans are the party of business and they know how to take care of business. Well, what they doing now? They destroying business. The farmers are mad because they cutting the SNAP benefits. Well, the SNAP benefits don't go directly to you. You take those bridge cards and you go do what? You use them at the grocery store where you buy things made by American farmers. So who gonna be hurting? So that's the question. I blame the Democrats. Get out there and get some attitude and let them know it ain't about just the people. It's also about business. And business is going to be hurting by this. They signed this crazy bill, Ms. Broden. I don't know what to say. It's going they ain't just going to fall all apart.
Right. So you think we may be back to 1929?
Yep. I do. I wasn't even there.
Me either.
But it's going to be nasty. And I'm telling you, I hate that nobody had any guts. The Republicans knew. There were two other Republicans that were threatening to vote against it. And Trump got in them so hard. Because Trump is like a taskmaster. You know, he told them, if you don't vote for this, I'm going to primary you and use every bit of my money against you, and me and Elon Musk going to run you out of there. Because he already done told Tom Tillis he getting primary.
Oh.
You know, he voted against it. And Rand Paul is good. He ain't got to go nowhere. So he knew he could do it. He knew he could stand up against it. But I'm trying to look at these other ones. Like Hawley had promised to vote against it. And then at the last minute, he got nervous. Now, what his constituents going to do
caved in
when they close these rural hospitals? Because they say it's going to be a plethora of rural hospitals. We know those are white folks.
Oh, yeah.
Hospitals.
Yeah.
They live in the rural community. They've been voting for Republicans for decades.
Right.
They about to close your hospital.
Well.
Now you might have to travel 200-300 miles to get to a hospital. I'm just sitting back now. We got 10 minutes. I brought the book, America in Crisis.
It is.
By the writers of The Atlantic. Lots of articles. How or what went wrong and how we recover. And this book was published.
What decade?
A while ago. Not that long ago, but 2021.
Oh, okay.
So, look, we've been in crisis a long time, Ms. Broden. And that's the man. And black folks seem like we always in crisis. You know, we don't have any money. We ain't got no help from the government. They just trying to take everything away from us. And, before we go, we got to talk about the National Baptist Convention. taking that $300,000 from
Oh,
Target.
goodness.
Lord have mercy.
You're putting pressure on Target. And then what is the NAACP?
Well, the National Baptist Convention.
National Baptist. Well,
the churches.
Well, but then the next thing is you want to know the president, the National NAACP, are they doing the same?
Interesting. And the thing about it is, let's just be honest. $300,000 and they claim it's going to help kids in college. $300,000, you can't even get 2 kids through college these days with $300,000.
Right.
So I'm like, at least y'all should have had $30 million. Then we $30 million, we can do a little
something.
bit. Yeah.
Right.
But they couldn't even get 2 more zeros added to it.
But now if they're going to start apologizing, that also means that the stock for Target is going to increase.
Maybe.
You see, they had was it $150 a share, and through the pressure that was being applied, the stock value went down to 91. Is it 90 or 91?
They lost a lot of money. I think it was like $1.5 billion in a few days.
Mm-hmm.
But
So,
the thing about it is, and that's why I hate when people say it ain't about black and white, it's about green. Well, guess what? Target don't think so. They're losing money and everything, and they say, you know what? We ain't meeting with any more people trying to get. I guess they had agreed to $2 billion during the 2020 when the George Floyd thing, where they said we're gonna put $2 billion aside for black businesses and the like. And they never. I mean, what is it? 2025 now?
Yes.
You never got around to it. So now the $2 billion it just went poof.
Uh-huh.
You know, and they like, even though they losing money, they ain't sweating it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't think black folks got the buying power to really do much damage, and that's the real
That's
thing.
true, and their stock is going up, back up, I should say.
So that's their thing.
But it's that was the reason why I was saying that the motivational speaking part is important. You need to give people something to think about, something they may have not. It may not have crossed their mind in the past, but when you have the opportunity to share with them, as we do here on Mondays, they say, "Oh, I never thought of that," you know. And so we say, now that you have thought about it, help do something about it.
That's
you
right.
know?
Tim said we got to wrap it up.
Oh my goodness! Well, I've already shared that it's not necessary for you to know everything. What is necessary is for you to find what you need when you need it. We do know that it's important. If you want to be rich, they say be around rich people.
That's exactly what Mr. Sandry said. Because he was around somebody rich, folks.
Yeah.
As the chauffeur.
Oh, man.
Making $50,000 at 19.
I'm telling you. Oh, boy. You just think about opportunities like that.
That's right.
You know, if I had an opportunity like that, you know. But anyway, we encourage others and we share all that we can find with you, and encourage you, if you know of someone who would be a great guest on our show, let us know. The number for us is 234-248-2371. And area code again, area code 248-234-2371. Also, we have a Facebook page, email page, and we want you to tune in every Monday, 9 a.m. to 10:30, and every Saturday from 3 p.m. until 6. You know, we have such a wonderful time and a wonderful opportunity to do what we can to help make things better.
That's right.
And I'm really appreciative that we do.
And we doing, folks. Join Hood Research. We got so many gifts piling up. You want to get sweatshirts, T-shirts, books. You join Hood Research, you're going to get some love. And that's the main thing, and that's all it's about. That's why we bringing people together all the time. So just want to once again, as always, thank Brother R.J. Watkins. It ain't easy keeping this station going. And they've been doing it for a long time. And that's why we got to support one another, folks. You're going to wake up one day and you're not going to have all of this, and you're going to realize you were spoiled. And you didn't do what you were supposed to do to keep these type of venues vibrant.
Right.
You know, not just on air, but vibrant.
Yes.
And so we can have an engineer like Timothy Smith in
That's
the building
right.
getting things done.
And it's only $20 a year to be a member, unless you want a lifetime membership, which is $300.
And businesses $40, lifetime $500. So it's an investment, folks.
Right.
In the community, in yourself, and in your people. Well, another feedback show in the can, Ms. Brooke.
Right. And we want you to tune in again right here, 9 a.m. in the morning for feedback. And you have something else to add?
The BD next week, folks. Have your pen and paper ready, because you know he's going to be bringing the information with Mr. Theo Broden, folks.
All right. So be here with us next week at 9 a.m. Be with us this Saturday at 3 p.m. So now we say peace.
Peace.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broden.
And I am the BD Impinda,
Inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback.